In this video, we're going to focus on wireless attacks. So hackers typically are not going to gain direct access to a network to physically plug in. And so what they'll try to do is gain access through wireless access points. And the reason being is that wireless access points broadcast a range of signal for anyone within that range to be able to connect to the network and be able to use the network. You'll notice that a lot of organizations actually build a perimeter wall around their organization that is actually extends beyond the range of these access points to ensure that people don't just drive their cars up or park nearby or stop and try to connect to these networks. So one thing an attacker could do if they did have physical access is they could plug in a rogue access point, which would enable them to be able to capture information for anyone who tried to connect to this rogue access point. Typically, they're going to make the rogue access point have less security or no security at all. It could just be an open network, and that could be appealing to users to gain access to the internet. Little do they know what they're giving privileges to for the hacker when they connect to these networks. So the next type of wireless attack is the evil twin attack. And the evil twin attack is that a computer is going to use software to allow it to masquerade as an access point. So for example, there's this device called the Pineapple. So what the Pineapple does is that it scans all of the computers that are pinging all these different networks, because your computer is constantly pinging networks, and it determines what are all the Wi-Fi access points that people have ever connected to. It's going to store a list of all those, and then the attacker can impersonate one of these. And what they're going to do is set the transmission power to high, because the clients often associate the legitimate network with the one that has the strongest signal. So the wireless client is now going to associate this network as the legitimate network and try to connect with the evil twin access point. The evil twin is then going to send its own attacks impersonating the victim, and then it's going to intercept, read, and pass on all communication. So essentially, it's a man-in-the-middle attack for wireless networks in order to be able to gain access to all the data that the client is transmitting to the access point. So how can you prevent an evil twin attack or these other attacks that we've talked about, these rogue networks? Well, if you're going to connect to the network and you don't know anything about it, it is always wise to use a VPN. A VPN is going to encrypt all your traffic as you engage in the network to ensure that even if you are on illegitimate networks, your traffic is still encrypted so that man-in-the-middle attack cannot happen. So now I want you to try this learning activity. We're going to open up NetSpot again and then follow these steps. So pause this video, try these on your own, and then come back and we'll have a discussion about what this means. All right, welcome back. So I've gone ahead and clicked on the survey tab, and now I'm going to go ahead and open up one of these samples. So you'll notice here that a person basically could take the blueprint of their house. They walk around, click, click, click when they stand in these specific areas of their house. And this is going to give an output of the general signal that they're going to experience as they click around. So you notice as I move my mouse around, it will show you how much decibels of connectivity are lost. And the redder it is, the better it's going to be. As you can see, as we get closer to the access point here, we're actually getting a better view. So you could come up here and change the signal level to some things like overlapping channels, and this will show any overlap, which is a problem, and you probably need to space things out so that the signal isn't overlapping. So there's quite a few options to look at. Feel free to look at any of these, like noise level or whatnot, to be able to determine how this could be impactful. Now, in an organizational setting, to have this software is beneficial because number one, you'll see the access points. Number two, you'll be able to distance those access points far enough from one another so that they are not conflicting with another. Additionally, you'll be able to see any rogue access points that you know weren't there when you initially set it up. So for example, Creighton, if you were to plug in a rogue access network, they would be able to detect this and come pull it out because they don't want you to have a rogue access point on their network. Thanks for watching my video. Feel free to click the links here to watch the next video of the playlist, continue to the next playlist, or subscribe.